English Language Academy. Practice makes perfect.
Listen and practice.
On a hot summer day, Jim and Jill decided to sell lemon ice. But first, they had to make it. They poured lemonade into small paper cups and put the cups in the freezer. "Let's set up a table while we wait for it to freeze," said Jim. "Great idea," said Jill. Soon they had set up a table with a yellow tablecloth by the road. Jill went to the freezer, but came back empty-handed. "It's not frozen yet," she said. "Let's make a sign while we wait for it to freeze," said Jim. "Great idea," said Jill. They made a big yellow sign, "Lemon ice for sale." Soon, a crowd of kids formed in front of the table. Jim and Jill went to get the lemon ice. "It's still not frozen. It's just cold," said Jim. "What will we sell to all those kids?" "Lemonade!" exclaimed Jill. "Ice-cold lemonade." Soon, Jim and Jill sold out of lemonade and started another batch.
Listen and practice.
My name is Ken, and I had a great Earth Day. My class went to the California National Forest. A park ranger showed us a lot of interesting things. We looked for spiders, ants, and beetles. We also talked about how to protect plants and animals by not littering, conserving water, and using environmentally friendly products. At the end of the day, everyone got to take home a baby tree. I'm going to plant mine in front of my apartment.
Listen and practice.
Adam is not going to school today. He is spending the day with his dad. That's right, it's Take Your Child to Work Day. Adam will be going to the fire station to watch how his dad works. Adam's dad is a firefighter. Today, Adam wants to see the big red fire trucks. He wants to see the black and white dog that lives at the fire station. He wants to see the big ladders. He wants to see everything. Yes, Adam is very happy. He and his dad get up early this morning. They take the bus to the fire station. Many parents will be bringing their kids to work today. The fire chief shows the kids around the station. It is very exciting. Adam has one wish. He wants to sit in the fire truck. He says, "Please, Chief, may I sit in the big red fire truck?" Adam climbs into the big seat. He feels the wheel. He sees many buttons. His dad presses a button. Wow! The fire siren makes a big sound. What a fun day!
Listen and practice.
Everyone needs food to live. It gives you energy to work and play. It also gives you nutrients to grow well and stay healthy. Do you eat a balanced diet with lots of different nutrients? Your body needs proteins to build muscles. Proteins are also important for healthy hair and fingernails. You can get lots of proteins from meat, fish, and eggs. Dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt also contain proteins. Many people don't eat animal products, but they can get proteins from plant products. Pulses like beans and lentils are rich in proteins. Many grains, nuts, and seeds have proteins too. Which of these foods do you eat?
Listen and practice.
The next time you brush your teeth, take a closer look at your toothbrush. It's simple, it's easy to use. In fact, it's perfect for removing the dirt on and between your teeth. Before toothbrushes, people chewed on soft sticks. They even used feathers to pick their teeth after a good meal. Today, nearly everyone brushes their teeth with a toothbrush. The Chinese invented the toothbrush about 600 years ago. They used hairs from the Siberian wild pig to make the brush. Bamboo or bone was used for the handle. European travelers brought toothbrushes back from China, but they did not like the feel of the pig hairs, so they used horse or cow hairs instead. In modern times, most toothbrushes are made of nylon, but the purpose is the same, to keep your teeth clean. That way, you will grow up with strong, healthy teeth.
Listen and practice.
You have skin everywhere on your body. Your skin helps you to touch things. It helps you to know when things are hot or cold. Skin stops dirt getting into your body. It stops water getting into your body when it's rainy and when you swim. Hair grows out of your skin. Hair on your arms and legs stands up when you're cold. This stops your body getting too cold. Your skin makes sweat when you're hot. This stops your body getting too hot. Protect your body. Wash every day so you can get dirt and sweat off your skin and hair.
Listen and practice.
There are bones under your skin. These bones make your skeleton. Your skeleton helps you to stand up. There are joints in your skeleton too. Bones meet at joints. Elbows and knees are joints. Joints help you to move. Knee joints help you to jump and kick. A baby has small bones. Bones grow and they make you big and tall. Your bones stop growing when you are about 20 years old. Then there are 206 bones in your body. protect your bones. When you ride a skateboard, wear pads to protect your bones and joints. Wear a helmet to protect your head, too.
Listen and practice.
Last summer, I went on a week-long bus tour of Europe. On the first day, 20 people showed up. They were all of different backgrounds and cultures. At first, no one talked to each other. But gradually, people got to know each other better. Then, they started to eat together, like real friends. But one old man still didn't talk much. He just listened. He seemed to be a man of few words. Then, one day, as we were eating lunch, he opened his mouth. Slowly, he said, "Let's not waste any food. Let's all think about the farmers." Some young people gave him a strange look, but he won my respect immediately. He was right. Think about how much work it takes to grow rice and to make the meals on our tables. Since that day, I often think of that old man and his wise words while I am eating.
Listen and practice.
Have you ever heard the story of Robin Hood? He is a fictional character who steals money from the rich and gives it to the poor. In the United States, in the 1930s, there was something called the Great Depression. During that time, a lot of people lost their jobs, and people stopped spending money. Because of this, many banks closed and did not give people back the money they had put in the bank. A lot of people were mad at the banks, and some of them turned to crime. John Dillinger was one of those people. He and his gang went around the United States robbing banks. They stole over $300,000. Some people considered Dillinger to be a modern-day Robin Hood. They said the banks stole from ordinary people, so they were happy to see an ordinary person steal from banks. Eventually, Dillinger was caught and killed by police. And while some people considered Dillinger to be a hero, to the police and the banks he stole from, he was a very bad villain.
Listen and practice.
Today, I walked to school. As a matter of fact, everyone in my school walked to school. Why? Today is a special day. We call it Nature Friendly Day. What does that mean? Well, it means that for one whole day, we do something special for nature. Cars are one of the biggest causes of air pollution. They burn fuel so they can run. But as the fuel burns, it creates a harmful gas. It makes our air dirty and unhealthy. If we want to be nature-friendly, we need to think about new ways to get around. So, on this special day, we all decided to walk to school. And you know what? Walking to school wasn't that bad. We got some exercise, breathed in some fresh air, and saw things differently than when we were in a car.
Listen and practice.
Hello, everyone. My name is Peter Desmond. I write children's stories and fairy tales. The lecture I am going to give today is on animal symbols in fairy tales. Fairy tale writers often use animals as symbols to help tell their story. 3 of the most common animal symbols we find in fairy tales are eagles, fish, and snakes. First, I want to talk about the eagle. Eagles are used in many fairy tales as a symbol of change. So if you see an eagle, expect a big change to happen soon. Next, let's look at the fish. Fish are often used in stories to show personal transformation. So if the main character sees a fish, his behavior will probably change for the better. Finally, let's examine the snake. Snakes are used very frequently to show that something bad is about to happen. If you see a snake appear in your next story, prepare for the worst.
Listen and practice.
Some scientists believe that the dinosaurs were killed by a massive meteor that hit the Earth millions of years ago. Every minute, there was a bright flash of light in the sky. Last night, we went outside to watch the night sky. Wow! Every minute, there was a bright flash of light in the sky. Sometimes the light had a really long tail. I felt like I was watching a fireworks show, only it was made by nature. What were we seeing? Meteors. We sometimes call meteors shooting stars. But they are not stars. They are pieces of dirt and rock from outer space. Some are the size of a small grain of sand. But they make a big show when they enter the Earth's atmosphere. Some scientists believe that the dinosaurs were killed by a massive meteor that hit the Earth millions of years ago.
English Language Academy. Practice makes perfect.
Listen and practice.
What helps your bones and joints to walk, run, dance and jump? Muscles. Muscles pull your bones to move your body. Muscles in your legs help you to ride a bicycle. Muscles in your arms help you to row a boat. There are more than 600 muscles in your body. Running, swimming, dancing, and riding a bicycle are types of exercise. Exercise makes your muscles, bones, and joints strong. Your heart is a type of muscle. Exercise makes your heart strong too. Protect your body. Do exercise every day. What is your favorite type of exercise?
Listen and practice.
This past summer, I went to my grandpa's house in the countryside. There were no televisions or computer games. Instead, I spent time with kids in the neighborhood, picking wild berries and catching grasshoppers in the fields. The nights were the best part of my trip. We lay on the grass and watched the stars in the sky. It was nothing like the sky in the city. It was completely dark. You could not even see your own fingers. The stars were so bright and clear, and there were so many of them. For the first time, I saw the Big Dipper. I even saw the Milky Way. All the kids shared what we knew about the stars and picked out shapes with our imaginations. I was fascinated by the wonder of the night sky. It was so different from anything I had seen in the city.
Listen and practice.
Your eyes help you to see the world around you. They open and close many times every day. This is called blinking. When your eyes blink, they wash dirt out of your eyes. At night, your eyes close so you can sleep. Eyes blink about 15 times every minute. Your ears help you to listen to music. They help you to listen for cars in the street. Your ears can hear things when you sleep, too. Protect your eyes and ears. On sunny days, wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. Don't listen to very loud music. It's bad for your ears.
Listen and practice.
One day, my dad and I went to the fair. We heard some strange music coming from a little tent. There was a sign on the tent. Dr. Tomorrow will tell your future. I had just heard a story about a man who was famous for predicting the future. I was curious, so we went inside. An old man was sitting in a dark corner. He looked at my father's hands and talked about my father's past. About half of the things he said were true. This amazed both my father and me, for some of the things would have been hard to guess. Dr. Tomorrow offered to tell my father's future, but my dad said, "No thanks, the future comes fast enough." We thanked the man and walked out. We both wondered if a person could really know the future. I still do not know the answer to that question.
Listen and practice.
Wow! Something strange happened last night. It scared me at first. Lucky for me, my dad was home. What was it? A big moon, and I mean big. really big. It was the biggest moon I had ever seen. I saw it outside our house on the farm. It was rising from the end of the field. Normally, when the moon is full, it looks pretty big. But the moon last night was something I had never seen before. As it rose, it seemed to take up the whole sky. It was very bright. It was a weird orange color. And, scariest of all, it lit up the night sky as if someone had turned on a big light.
Listen and practice.
Today, we are going to learn about a few different kinds of doctors. Many of you probably already know that there is more than one kind of doctor. But you might be surprised by just how many there are. In total, there are over 60 different types of doctors, and each type specializes in a few things. Let's look at a few of those types now. The most common type of doctor is a general practitioner. General practitioners are family doctors. They are the first doctor a patient sees, and they treat general sicknesses. Another type of doctor is a cardiologist. Cardiologists are heart doctors. They treat heart disease and people who have had heart attacks. A third type of doctor is a neurologist. Neurologists treat problems of the nervous system. That includes any problem with the brain, spinal cord, nerves, or muscles. The final type of doctor I will talk about today is an obstetrician. They are pregnancy doctors. They treat women who are pregnant.
Listen and practice.
Today, I want to talk to you about the importance of nutrition at home. Every one of you is probably wondering what foods you should be eating. Nutrition for growing children is very important. Kids need foods which are rich in vitamins A, B, C, D, E, and K. Fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, lean meats, whole wheat breads, and fish are all great sources of vitamins. My advice to you: look at the label on your food before you buy it. Read what daily percentage of vitamins each food has. Make sure that at the end of the day, you have had 100% of all your daily vitamin requirements. If you do that, you will grow up strong and healthy.
Listen and practice.
One holiday, when my aunt came to visit, she brought a special gift for my grandparents. Can you guess what it was? She had purchased a box of special birds' eggs. It contained pigeon, peacock, turkey, and chicken eggs. Why did she choose this gift? My grandma and grandpa are getting old, but they love animals. So my aunt wanted them to have some special birds. She spent a lot of time finding these special eggs. Some of these birds lay only a few eggs each month. She had to order them long before her visit. After my aunt brought the eggs to my grandparents, they used a big oven to hatch them. Before the holiday was over, these special eggs became special birds: pigeons, peacocks, turkeys, and chickens. Each of them was unique. They were very special gifts.
Listen and practice.
Hello, students. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mr. Mackenzie. I am the school's principal. Thank you for coming. I want to talk to you today about an increasing problem at our school: peer pressure. For those of you who don't know, peer pressure is when your friends or classmates pressure you to do something that is bad. Unfortunately, friends and classmates often pressure each other to do things like skip class, cheat on tests, or be mean to other students. I know that it can be very tempting to do something just because other people are doing it, but it is important to learn how to say no. You don't want to get caught doing something you aren't supposed to do. It will cause you a lot of problems, trust me. Also, if any of you are ever having trouble and need help, or you just need to talk to someone, please visit me in my office. My door is always open to students in need.
Listen and practice.
Hello, class. My name is Jimmy. Today, I am going to give a presentation on my role model, my dad. I have admired my dad ever since I was young. He is the smartest man in the world. Every time I have problems with my homework, he teaches me how to solve them. My dad is good at sports, too. He can play baseball, soccer, and golf. He was the hero of his team. When I get older, I want to be just like my dad. It is my lifelong dream.
Listen and practice.
Good evening, everyone. The topic of today's seminar is the dangers of having too much stress. We all know that having some stress is good. It helps us keep busy, motivated, and excited. And if you don't have enough stress, you will become lazy and depressed. The problem, of course, is when we have too much stress. Too much stress is bad. It makes us feel tired, angry, and can even make us sick. The key to having a happy life is to find the right balance of stress in your life. This can be done by remembering 3 easy-to-follow rules. 1. Remember to keep your goals realistic. 2. Have a good balance between work and play. And 3. Have friends and family who can help you when things become difficult. If you follow those 3 rules, your life will be a lot happier. I guarantee it.
Listen and practice.
I am glad you are here. You obviously all want to become better students. That is a very important first step. Now, I would like to start by asking everyone a very important question. Do you know what kind of learner you are? There are 3 different types: visual, auditory, and interactive learners. The first type we are going to talk about is visual. Visual learners learn best when information is written in diagrams or in picture form. Next, let's look at auditory learners. Auditory learners learn best when they listen to information in lectures, tapes, or discussions. Finally, we have interactive learners. Interactive learners learn best by actively doing something, like building a science experiment or participating in a group discussion. You will take a short test to find out what kind of learner you are.
Listen and practice.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first day of business class. Today, we will talk about how to run a successful business. If you are going to start a business, you need to remember 5 very important rules. They are the most important rules in business. The first rule is your product or service needs to be unique. If there are a lot of competitors that have the same product, nobody will want to buy yours. Second, you need to have a good team of workers. If you work with smart people and share ideas, you are more likely to be successful. Third, your business needs to be cost efficient. You need to minimize overhead and maximize profits. Fourth, you need to be organized and have a strong business plan. If you don't have a plan for your business, you will surely fail. Finally, and most importantly, you need to satisfy your customers. Because remember, without customers, you don't have a business.
Listen and practice.
My name is Douglas Fontaine, and I am a successful business owner and entrepreneur. I started my first business when I was 14 years old. My mother is from Korea, and my dad is from here in the US. One time, I was visiting my cousins in Seoul and had an idea. There was a store in my cousin's neighborhood that sold really cool toys. I knew that many kids back in the US would want to buy them. So I bought 30 of the toys and brought them back to the US. The toys were very popular, and I sold all of them in 1 week. I had an idea. I asked my cousins to buy 100 toys and send them in the mail. I sold them all in a few months. It was then I realized that I could make a lot of money buying things from one country and selling them in another. When I got older, I remembered that experience and set up a business between Korea and America. My company is called Korean American Import and Export. It has been a great success and a wonderful opportunity to do business with the 2 countries that I love.
Listen and practice.
Have you ever heard of Oprah Winfrey? She is one of the most successful and famous women celebrities of all time. Her story is an inspiration to us all. Today, she is worth billions of dollars, but Oprah certainly did not start out that way. Oprah started at the bottom, and she worked her way up to the top. She was born in 1954 in Mississippi to a poor family. She had a lot of problems growing up, including abuse at home. That didn't stop Oprah from becoming successful, though. She worked hard and got a job at a radio station when she was still in high school. People quickly noticed Oprah's ability to communicate and offered her a job as a news anchor. In just a few years, she was co-hosting a talk show. Then in 1986, she started her own TV talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. Her show is still on today, and it has become one of the most famous shows in television history.
Listen and practice.
Hey guys, my name is Danny, and I want to talk to you about bike safety. For years, my mother always told me to wear a helmet when I ride my bike, and for years, I never listened. That moment changed on July 22nd last year. It was 9 a.m., and I left my house to go to school on my bike. As usual, I did not wear a helmet. But when I was 5 minutes away from my house, I had a strange feeling that I should turn around and put on my helmet. So I did. I went home, put on my helmet, and continued to school. About 10 minutes later, I was crossing the road on my bike and was hit by a speeding motorcycle. I flew into the air and landed hard on my back and head. It hurt, but I was not seriously injured. At the hospital, the doctor said if I hadn't been wearing a helmet, it could have been fatal. It was one very lucky day. Ever since that day, I always wear my helmet. I suggest all of you do too.